Yes, the Boohoo effect here. Okay, so Survivorgirl is back on her shift today, and she's already critiquing, well, so-called critiquing. She's telling stories. She's purposely twisting things, being deceptive, as I've already proved. And this particular account, it's about where I played where she was attacking people for having cancer. She is basically committing the same act as she is accusing others of, okay? Cancer trolling. But let's get into it. I caught her in another deceptive lie. This is a good demonstration of what Survivorgirl does and how she twists things to make it appear that you are purposely putting her in a bad, deceptive light, okay? So let's take a listen and get into this and see what she particularly focuses on.
I just want to debunk this one. Disclaimer, I do not own all the audio.
Debunked. She thinks she has something here. And my guess is she's purposely taken it out of context so she can appear that she is the one that's being truthful and she is the one that is credible, not her critics.
Contained within this video, but I am using it within the Fair Use Act guidelines and in defense of myself. I mean, it's insane.
Yeah, that's what your channel's about. What would your channel be if you didn't have other people's channel to stock? You would have to what? Go back to your singing and playing music? Okay.
Yes, the Boohoo effect here. I was directed to a particular timestamp on one of Survivorgirl's lengthy, drawn-out live streams, and I found it, and I think it's worth commenting on a video about.
Now, basically what you were directed to was yes, there are, Sharon, was a clip video, right? But at least you get it right that it is about me talking about Nazis.
Okay, see, this is what Sharon, or not Sharon, but this is what Survivorgirl is focusing on. She's focusing on the SS guards, Nazism, the Holocaust. And that wasn't my point at hand was about. It wasn't about the German regime back then. It was about what Survivorgirl did to attack somebody about having cancer, possibly on their face. And then she went as far as to wish somebody to die at a speedily rate from cancer, okay? That's what it was about. But she's purposely and strategically focusing on the Nazi regime.
It's kind of disturbing, to be honest, and it only validates what I've been hearing about this person.
Now, it's disturbing for me to say that nobody would care if a Nazi had nicked an artery while shaving or something.
See, and I've already highlighted that her reference to cutting an artery real close was in regards to the Nazi regime, an SS guard. And she's focusing on this area, trying to make it appear that I was defending them. You see how she's doing this? Just listen to her closely, what she's doing here. She knows what she's doing. This woman is a deceptive liar. No doubt about it. No doubt about it whatsoever.
The time of the Holocaust and bled out. That's disturbing for you?
See? Where did I say the Holocaust is disturbing? I just posted a video recently denouncing somebody that stands behind that. But do you see her motive here? You see, there's a lot of heat on her for supporting a neo-Nazi. I've just brought it out in one of my last two videos, and now Survivorgirl is on a road of revenge. Have we seen this behavioral pattern before? This looks all too familiar. Like I said, the two Tracys have a lot in common. And this is one incident where she definitely resembles the other Tracy.
Because I know that if I had asked Survivorgirl personally, she'll lie about it. Because I personally have been detecting.
Now, what would I lie about here? Because
if you wait a second, it would be coming up down the video, okay? But you are pausing it and you keep making commentary to change the narrative of my point, right? Right, Survivorgirl? Is that what you're doing? Are we a little sneaky here? Are we being a snake? Are we a little scrupulous? Yes, you definitely are. I know you all too well. And what better way to learn of a person when they try to attack you personally and try to malign your name?
What you say is completely what I was saying. So, what would be lying about here?
She's not even talking about what I was mainly addressing as far as the cancer trolling issues that she is guilty of. She's not even talking about that. See, that's the strategy here. She's focusing on something I briefly made a disclaimer about. It was actually in her favor that the missing of the artery by a knife or whatever device, tool she was illustrating was in reference to a Nazi. I didn't try to be deceptive myself. I could have went in that area. We know Survivorgirl would have went in that area. She probably would have made it appear that I was threatening somebody to cut their artery. But you see what she's doing here? Here I try to be truthful. And she tries to take my honesty and convert it into a lie. This is what this girl is about. This person is a real piece of work, and you got to watch her. She's like a snake in the grass. So if you walk and dance around Survivorgirl, I suggest that you wear high tops, leather boots.
Major deception and avoiding other facts that may reflect not too well on Survivorgirl. So that's another form of deception. Okay.
Well, am I for Nazis or against them?
See, she's continually talking about the Nazi Holocaust. That's her strategy. That's her game here.
I mean, maybe this
She accuses me of cutting videos off, but she is doing that exact same thing that she's accusing me of, cutting videos off so she can create her own story, her own narrative.
It would say I'm against them.
So I've checked it out for myself. So let's take a listen and just
show me where I stated in any way, shape, or form that I was in favor of the Nazi regime. You can't. I only laid a disclaimer that your illustration about the cutting close to an artery was in reference to the Nazi regime, to a Nazi guard. Yep. And look what you did with that. Look what you're doing here. You are a flat out lying snake, Survivorgirl. You are only condemning yourself. You are only discrediting yourself. You don't think I'm going to catch this? You think that you can play cat and mouse with me? You know, get in this debate based on lies? It's not going to work.
kind of briefly go over a bit of this context and what she's speaking about.
See, I am addressing a subject matter, and I stated, let's get into the context. And Survivorgirl is taking things out of context. You see, that's how honest I am. I stated right there, let's get into the context of what I am presenting in that video.
Okay, Nick and artery. Who would have cared?
Okay, she's referencing the Nazi guards back in the day.
See? I'm making a disclaimer. I'm stating right there. I'm exonerating any misconception of what Survivorgirl may be referencing. Okay? That shows honesty on my part.
Right, now that was disturbing to you?
Where did I say that? Show me in that video, Survivorgirl, where I said that was disturbing, as if I am in favor of Nazis. Okay? You're a liar. And this video proves it. Thank you. Release this clip in your raid streams.
Why? Because it doesn't coincide with your narrative that, because that's before you were saying I was for anti-Semitism. Right?
Disclaimer was in reference to Nazism about the cutting of the artery. The disclaimer was before you getting on the issue of cancer trolling people. Yeah. That's what it was before.
Right about that, Tanger.
Regarding the Holocaust. So that's what that is directed to.
Okay, so what you're saying is, what's upsetting to you is that you're not going to play the whole context of your next clip. Well, I care, Sharon.
I played the whole thing until you were finished out with your crazed, enraged rant against somebody else, wishing them dead, Survivorgirl, by means of cancer. Okay? There's nothing else to add to that.
That's what the point of this video is.
No, there's no play on my video. There's no spin. But there's a play on this dialogue of yours right now. Let's get it straight.
Because basically, he's negating what his... I'm not saying you're offended. I'm saying he's offended. He said he was offended because it negates what he was saying, that I was for anti-Semitism. Right?
Nope, I did not negate anything to express that I was offended because of what you said against a Nazi guard. Nothing in that content of what I said denoted that. You're lying. You're a bold-faced liar. I can play it again, but in this case, I don't feel the need because it was so short and simple. It's obvious that you are twisting things up, okay? I don't even think you know what you're talking about. I think you are confused by your own words that is making no point at all. Let's move on. And people can rewind. They can go back to the earlier timestamp and see for themselves what I said, okay?
Because I was talking about Nazi...
Look at her going on and on and on about this Nazi when I just briefly touched on it a few seconds and laid the disclaimer that Survivorgirl wasn't referencing Ollie. She wasn't referencing, Carrie Ann or anybody else that's calling her out. CVX. That's what I was stating. You were not referencing the cutting close to an artery to anybody that you're talking about later on with the cancer. I said you were referencing a Nazi. Okay? You should be thanking me. How dare you? Shame on you for lying.
I love you. I love you.
Okay, let's see what she says further on. Stuck on her chat here.
She meant Tanger. She said Dan.
Let's see if she plays the rest of the clip. Plays the rest of my video. She's hyperventilating
awesome.
Seems to be hyperventilating right now.
He said I would lie about the fact that I've been saying it was about a Nazi.
See, she's still carrying on.
Okay.
Notice how she's avoiding the subject. This is exactly what Survivorgirl was displaying with Yaxley and Tracy stalking children. She started to play a video, my featured video, where Tracy straight out admits that she stalks children. And when it was starting to get on that part, she shut it off. And shortly afterwards, ended the stream. You see, she avoids the truth and focuses on irrelevant issues. That's her strategy. And it's a very transparent one at that. It's very simplistic. All you have to do is take a little time to highlight it and to make her look stupid. And what she is a professional at doing, that I see.
Now here he goes with his next lie. Keep talking about my daughter and I promise you.
Okay, allegedly, she is accusing another of talking.
Now this is what exactly the video was about right here.
Now,
let's see how Survivorgirl is going to twist this up. Let's see her deceptive works right before our eyes, our ears.
Why are you saying that you've done research if you don't know what you're talking about there? Because it's not allegedly. I was doing commentary.
It's allegedly because I haven't personally seen that dialogue yet. It's allegedly because you are a proven liar.
On Cray Cray Debbie's stream that she has now since took down.
That's what you say. You know what? You know what, Tracy? Survivorgirl? When somebody tells one lie, all the other claims are considered a lie. Do you understand that concept? That means that you are in a position to prove everything you say and not twist it, not put a slant on it to make you appear that you are being the honest one.
About her daughter. That was probably...
All right. Now, so the first lie is that she said,
she's trying to think up of a lie right now. Notice how she's making these long, drawn out pauses because she's trying to think of something to say. Listen to this. See her stuttering, trying to come up with something to say to make herself appear credible.
You know,
notice the him hoeing around,
supporting anti-Semitism, even though
had nothing to do with anti-Semitism.
Prior to him accusing me of that, clearly I do not, and never have. Okay? So that's his first lie.
No, you support a neo-Nazi because you tried to cover up for Yaxley. Okay?
Now, here's his lie here.
No, we just caught you in a lie.
Yeah, Debbie's taken down that video. Metallica. And nobody automatically jump on people in accounts, because here's the thing. I literally made a statement and said that, no, we are not, Sharon. No, we are not. Because I made a statement that I understand that people get jumped on when they come in this room. So if they want to make an account...
She's getting off subject here, so let's skim up.
And come in the room and partake, become a part.
You see, is this person ever going to play the rest of the video that I just posted? She's stalling because she can't think of the rest of the story to tell in her lie here, in her little scheme.
You know? We could change it to something else. Goals. No, I don't know.
Still nothing.
I'm a Chicano.
See? Listen to her.
Avatar. Julie?
Look how much time has gone by here. I'm skipping along in these large chunks of time.
Everybody remember what I said. Do not automatically block people who are Hyman.
And you claim that you are this great debunker. You haven't debunked shit, Survivor Girl. You focus on the neo-Nazi because you saw it as an opportunity to discredit me, to make it appear some way, somehow, that I am a racist. Okay? You failed because you said nothing of value, nothing based off of reasonable facts. You said nothing. I don't even think you know what you said. It was all discombobulated and confusing because you're confused on trying to conjure up a lie. Let's go down the road. Let's go down the timestamps again. See if she picks it back up.
And I don't even... He's taken that clip from. And he says, I was lying.
Thank you, Katie. I'm having fun other than fucking 50 times and can't even make a penny.
The unfiltered...
I said allegedly regarding Cray Cray's account. Whatever happened with that account, with her child, her daughter, whatever. I said allegedly because I haven't checked into that yet. But the part that I checked in with you, wishing somebody dead by the means of cancer, demeaning and ridiculing a person because they may have cancer on their face, that's what I brought out and proved what you're about, okay? You skipped all that, didn't you? Let's check down the road.
She deleted hers. I didn't delete mine. Chaos. Yeah. I didn't delete mine. That's the thing, see. They keep playing clips from that live stream.
Because it's very damning against yourself and you don't like it.
I didn't do anything to her other than put the hat and the joint in the mouth.
Oh, so what are we talking about here?
When her camera flipped.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
The hat says Thug Life. The hat says Thug Life. But the video's name is the Unfiltered Miss Cray Cray. Okay? It's not called Thug Life. It's just a hat says it. Yeah. Right. So, anyway. So, let's get back to... So, there you go, boo-hoo. You can watch and you can see exactly what was going on, or anybody else can.
That was probably...
Okay, so it looks like she might be picking it back up.
She did find it, Tanger. Because she knew it was disgusting.
No. She played it for a second or two.
So just play the clips that they...
Agent 19 last night on his live stream.
Now, I never said anything about Agent 19 saying anything about my daughter last night, ever.
What are you talking about now? I didn't say Agent 19 said something about your daughter. I said that what he stated about being in remission and how long it takes, that you accused him of cancer trolling. That's what I said in that context, okay? Another attempted lie there, Survivor Girl?
Night or ever. I've never said anything embellishing or twisting any kind of facts about Agent 19.
You need to revisit your live last night, the one that you put on private. Yeah. What a liar. This person is a habitual liar. See? See how she's ignoring the rest of my video where I make the obvious valid point of her cancer trolling, the very thing she accuses others of?
I'm so confused.
Will rain down upon me.
Is what exactly I have been suspecting. I am detecting narcissistic traits from this person.
It'll be brought by me.
So what you're doing is playing TM. So you and TM are friends.
See how she's lying here? Now she's saying I'm friends with TM. Okay? And wherever the clip came from of her attacking people with cancer, don't know. But see how she's converting it into this, private conspiracy with me and Tiffany now?
Playing TM's video.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well,
clip that she played.
Wherever it came from. I'm not focusing on where it originally derived from. I'm focusing on what you said out of your own mouth, Survivor Girl. That's the point. You see, you're dancing around cones again.
To make fun of me. Will rain down upon them.
My vengeance upon thee.
Trying to find any other spot where she may have touched on in regards to her attacks on people with cancer. Okay?
Did I not say the wrath? Did I say the wrath?
Is this okay?
If it isn't brought by me, or God, yeah. If it isn't brought by God, it'll be brought by me.
So what you're doing is playing TM. So you and TM are friends.
Okay, that's a
You're
lie.
playing TM. Now, if this was about your kids...
Okay, she's purposely changing the subject again. She's avoiding the fact... The part where she started attacking people with cancer.
Now this is what exactly I have been suspecting. I am detecting narcissistic traits from this person. If judgment doesn't come from God, it will come from her.
So you notice the long pauses with her? She's trying to think of something to say.
I
didn't say judgment. I didn't say judgment.
In that lofty,
I believe I said wrath. I do believe I said the wrath.
As it were.
We all know this, right?
And you will know my name.
Nothing. I can't see nothing In the very least, she's avoiding it, okay? Let's go back and see what I said exactly about her reference to a Nazi.
It's insane.
The boo effect here. I was directed to a particular...
Okay, now listen to what I said exactly in reference to her illustration of cutting close to the artery.
timestamp on one of Survivorgirl's lengthy, drawn-out live streams, and I found it, and I think it's worth commenting on a video about.
Now, based on using it within the Fair Use Act,
Streams, and I found it.
Was a clip video, right? But at least you get it right that it is about me talking about Nazis. Okay.
It's kind of disturbing, to be honest, and it only validates what I've been hearing about this person.
Now, it's disturbing for me to say that nope.
On one of Survivorgirl's lengthy, drawn.
Okay, let's go back to my video and see what I said exactly. Okay?
Now, within those files, I picked...
Is not doing anything. Because I personally, so I've checked it out for myself. It's referencing the Nazi he's speaking about. Let's take a listen and just kind of...
So listen from this point onward. So let's check out for ourselves, not what according to Survivorgirl says and claims, but let's check out for ourselves exactly what was said.
Briefly go over a bit of this.
If they nicked an artery,
Okay, right here. If they nicked an artery.
who would have cared?
Okay, that was the beginning of what she said. If they nicked an artery, who would have cared? Now listen to what I said exactly.
It's referencing the Nazi guards back in the day regarding the Holocaust. So that's what that is directed to.
See, so that is what that is directed to. I didn't say anything else. Let's go back to my initial.
I promise.
Let's go back to my initial dialogue
Yeah.
in the video.
Okay, allegedly.
See if there's any supportive evidence that supports her claims.
She is disturbing, to be honest, and it only validates what I've been hearing.
Okay.
Drawn out live stream on a video about. It's kind of disturbing.
Okay, so you see, in the outset of my video, I'm describing something disturbing, something that disturbed me, and she's trying to connect it to what she referenced about the Nazi. What I found disturbing was about her cancer trolling, of what she is guilty of. That's what it was in reference to. So let's go down the road of my video,
to be honest, and
check out what it was about.
Only
You fucking know that.
Right here.
That's why you keep coming back. If it wasn't for me letting you come back, you sit there over there with your fucking stank friend,
Right here.
doomed to hell, who wants to pretend she's got cancer, and she's biopsied in her face while she calls somebody else crater face.
okay. So you're making pokes at somebody that had a biopsy.
See? That's what I found to be disturbing. To poke and make fun of somebody for having something as serious as cancer.
An examination for what? Yeah.
Fucking stank.
You see, you accuse Agent 19 of simply stating it was just a light topic discussing cancer. He simply stated I think it takes up to 5 years, in which it doesn't take just conversating about it or poking at people.
Cancer. Fucking cancer.
See? That's what she's expounding on. She just said a few words in reference to this Nazi soldier, you know, cutting close by his artery. That was it. And it was done. But she goes on and on about cancer. That was the main point of my video.
Speed your fucking shit up, motherfucker.
Now, see if you find this disturbing. This is what I was referencing. And this is where Survivorgirl is trying to twist, where she's trying to make it appear that I was referencing the Nazi soldier.
And take this bitch down.
There you go. Now, this is the person, people.
Here we go.
Because if you have cancer,
This is what I found disturbing.
Fucking cancer. Speed your fucking shit up, motherfucker, and take this bitch down.
There you go. That is what I found disturbing, and that is what you avoided playing right after your little story about me being offended about your reference, your derogatory reference about a Nazi's artery. Okay? There we go. There's your proven liar. Again, we got an example of how Survivorgirl lies and makes up stories. She's a schemer. She's a scammer. Period. We'll see you in the next one.